Red Rangers have almost always been the leaders of the various Power Rangers teams, and many have natural leadership and superior skills, as taking control of a team takes a lot more than just calling the Megazord. This list is based on my opinion, as each of us feels a different approach to each Ranger, so leave in the comments your favorite Red Rangers. Number 10. Cole Evans from Power Rangers Wild Force. Although Cole initially had a hard time adapting to the modern world because he was raised in the wilderness by a tribe, he still had the ability to adapt and learn what he needed to be a great leader. Because he was raised in the middle of nature, he developed a natural ability. He had great agility and very good reflexes. Despite having lived such a hard life without his parents, that didn't stop him from excelling and becoming a Red Ranger by nature. We must remember that Cole was the one who destroyed Serpentera, Lord Zed's giant Zord, in the Forever Red episode. Number 9. Shane Clark from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. This Ranger stands out as an exceptional leader due to his bravery, determination, and sense of responsibility, as he was always willing to sacrifice himself for his team. Even though he started off a bit carefree, he gradually matured and became one of the best leaders we've seen. His mastery of the wind element was flawless, and this helped him to wield the Batlaser, which is something not all Rangers have accomplished. Shane was a key player in defeating all the villains and also in defending the Academy. One of the most important aspects of this Ranger is that he always inspired the other Rangers, and that is one of the best qualities a leader can have. Number 8. Amelia, the Red Ranger of Cosmic Fury, who was also the Pink Ranger in Dino Fury. This Ranger had one of the best growth arcs in all of Power Rangers history, as she was originally chosen as the Pink Ranger and later became the Red Ranger to lead the team. Her mastery of her hammer is incredible, and I consider it to be one of the best weapons out there. The best thing about this Ranger is that she faced one of the most challenging moments in the history of all Ranger teams, and despite this, she knew how to make the right decisions. The situation I'm referring to is when Lord Zed managed to imprison all the Rangers except for the Cosmic Fury team, and even though Billy, who is considered the smartest Ranger, gave her several pieces of advice on what she should do, Amelia chose to follow her instincts. This led her to success in her mission, and that's what true leaders do. They follow their instincts, no matter what others think. Number 7. Leo Corbett from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. This Ranger went from being an impulsive young man to becoming a mature leader who prioritized the safety of others over his own. Due to this great commitment, he was always willing to sacrifice his life to save others whenever necessary. Even though the power of the Red Ranger seemed destined for his brother, Leo accepted this responsibility and bravely defeated all the villains. His legacy as the Red Ranger is one of heroism, leadership, and sacrifice, solidifying him as one of the best Rangers in history. Number 6. Carter Grayson from Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. While Lightspeed Rescue is not one of my favorite series, I have to say that Carter deserves to be on this list. Carter has the attitude of a classic superhero who will do anything to save a life. He is able to break the rules and even risk his own life to save others. He has a noble soul and is a great firefighter with passion. One of the things we should point out about Carter is that, despite being a noble man, he is also a very strict leader, and that is why everyone respects his leadership. Part of being a leader is knowing how to recruit, as you must have the ability to see the talent in other people and recognize who can be that person you need. This was demonstrated when Carter is the one who starts recruiting all the Red Rangers for the Forever Red battle. Number 5. Zyto from Power Rangers Dino Fury. According to the Power Rangers universe timeline, we understand that Zaido may have been the first ranger on Earth, even though he comes from another planet. Remember that the Morphin Masters gave him the power on Earth when only dinosaurs existed, so this possibly makes him the first Red Ranger. Another important thing is that he is the only ranger to become a Morphin Master, which speaks volumes about his commitment to the ranger mission. Zaido made one of the greatest sacrifices by losing his life to save Earth, even though it's not his home planet. We never saw this leader be corrupted by evil, and he was always a person with a pure heart. Number 4, Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers Zeo and Turbo. Although he may not have been the best Red Ranger, he remains a legendary ranger, having held the position of Red Ranger leader twice on 2 different teams, something only he has accomplished. First, in Power Rangers Zeo, he had his first opportunity as the Red Ranger, proving he could lead the team with the great power of the Zeo Crystal, and then he had another opportunity as the Red Ranger in Power Rangers Turbo. In this role, he didn't stay for the entire season and had to pass on his power, but during the short time he was there, he proved he was still an excellent Red Ranger. The reason Tommy isn't ranked higher on this list is that his time as the Red Ranger wasn't his most memorable role, as Tommy is more famously remembered as the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, and even more so as the Black Ranger in Dino Thunder. Number 3, Wesley Collins from Power Rangers Time Force. He is one of the most incredible Rangers in history, and almost all fans have him as one of their top picks. This is because, despite not being the official leader of his team, since the leader was the Pink Ranger, Wes was always a natural leader who shone at any moment. Initially, Wes was a privileged young man living under his father's shadow, but his encounter with the Time Force team transformed him into a brave and determined leader. At the most crucial moment, Wes took on the responsibility of protecting his time and sacrificed his personal future for the greater good. In summary, Wes is an outstanding Red Ranger due to his growth, leadership, and the lasting impact he left on his team. Number 2, Andress from Power Rangers in Space. This Ranger faced incredibly powerful villains like the Psycho Rangers, Dark Spectre, and Astronema. Andress had the toughest mission in history, sacrificing Zordon to save an entire galaxy. Although this mission might seem straightforward, it is actually the most challenging because it involves taking the life of your mentor by his own orders. It's an internal battle that is very difficult to decipher. Andress only had seconds to make this decision and live with the consequences for the rest of his life. It is known that for all Power Rangers, Zordon was like a father, making this mission almost impossible. This makes Andress one of the greatest leaders in history, as he made one of the most difficult decisions to save everyone else, even if it meant taking the life of someone very important. Such decisions are only made by true leaders. Number 1, Jason from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Many will agree that the top spot should always be Jason, the first Red Ranger and the leader of leaders. For those who have watched Power Rangers since the 1995 seasons and beyond, I encourage you to watch the episodes of the original Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and you'll see a great leader. Jason's leadership was so impactful that he played a crucial role in the franchise's success from the beginning, unlike many other series that took a long time to gain traction. From the first day you saw Jason on screen, almost every kid wanted to be the Red Ranger, and that was solely due to Jason's tremendous influence. Despite Tommy Oliver being a legendary Ranger, he sought Jason's advice on leadership. The mark Jason has left is so impressive that even though he was only in 2 seasons of Power Rangers 29 years ago, he remains the most influential Power Ranger of all time. If you like the Red Rangers, like this video, and subscribe to be the Power Rangers Red Ranger.